What do you got questions about?
How long were they? How long were they in space?
They didn't actually go into space.
Right. Well, yeah, they didn't pass that line.
Right.
Like Jeff Bezos plan. We'll talk about it later.
10 seconds.
Ooh.
10 seconds. Aren't we early?
This is not a test. There is no need for panic. Do not be alarmed.
Oh my God! No, God!
The off-track syndicate is now controlling this frequency.
They can't close us down. We're pirates.
They will find a way. Governments loathe people being free.
Often imitated, but never duplicated. Accused of cultural appropriation. Yes, even by radio pirates. Millions of social media community standard violations. They dare to stand for the Constitution, liberty, freedom, faith.
We're early, dude.
And your right to have a good time.
We got
Grab
3:05.
your drink and have a seat. Or don't.
Yeah,
You are
325 is
moments
what we
away
need.
from the greatest entertainment $20 can buy you downtown. The Off-Track Syndicate is on now.
The music is 2 seconds early. Now.
Welcome into Off Track Syndicate, guys. We got a great show for you tonight. Well, at least the second half hour, you know. I mean, second hour when the real radio professionals show up to Off Track Syndicate. That would be one Ron Phillips or El Jefe. Yeah, you know, he's the main squeeze over there at Cuddle Me Buff, which oversees Mojo 50 and Odyssey 1. And I don't know about that other one still. Spoonie, yeah.
And who's that other guy?
And that other guy.
Ricky?
Ricky Bobby? No.
It's Rocci.
Rocci?
R-O-C-C-I.
Rocci
Stucci.
Yeah,
Rocky Stucci.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Well, according to Italian phonetics.
Phonetic. What up,
Rocci
Phonetic?
Stucci.
Rocky Stucci. And Ron and Rocky they've started up a new show over the last week on Mojo 50 and Odyssey 1. It's called Abnormal Realities. Then you can find it every weekday on Monday through Friday on Mojo 50. I'm not sure about Odyssey. Is it the same on Odyssey? It's 8 Eastern, 7 Central. Monday through Friday.
know.
I should know this. I'm supposed to know these things.
You are.
Where's the intern? I'm going to fire somebody within the first 2 minutes of a damn show. I swear on.
It's on Odyssey 1, but I don't know what time it's on Odyssey 1 because I always listen to it on the other one.
Right. Well, you know, it's because that's where we're at. But check local listings.
There you go.
My bad. I'm sorry, Ron. Don't fire.
I think he said simulcast, though. I'm pretty sure he said simulcast. So
yeah, that could very well be.
It's got to be the same.
We can ask them. We can ask them, when they get here.
We might.
Right. We could be like, so, hey, tell people where they can watch your show and stuff.
Wow. That's insightful.
You know what? That is low-key genius, Chris.
Right. It's what I do.
Okay. Alrighty. Well, before the good part of the show starts next hour. All right. So you know what? You go out on a Saturday afternoon. Got your fam with you. You know, you go to the shopping mall. You know, maybe you went to the water park, you know, before you go home. You want to interrupt your day by running through your local fast food drive-through, right?
Of
Maybe
course.
grab a bite to eat. You know, you got little bellies rumbling around. You're hungry. Because it's kind of an emergency when your belly does that stuff, no matter what you've been doing.
Stomach growling. Yeah.
Unless you're getting chased by the cops, of course.
Ooh. No, you don't want to make a stop.
Yeah. What? Why?
Unless it's to Dunkin' Donuts to throw them something.
Right? Yeah.
Or a note
Like
at
Dunkin'
the
Donuts.
officer?
Yeah. I
Some
got
hot
Boston
coffee
cream.
because it's hot coffee from Dunkin' Donuts. It's like
Yeah.
McDonald's. It's hot.
Yeah. Throw them a Boston cream. They'll love you forever.
Yeah. Well, that's exactly what one. I'm just gonna read it out like this. I'm a pro. That's what one short Massachusetts woman did. I added that short part because I'm giving
Because we know
shit tonight. Yeah. Despite the cops being hot on her trail, the woman decided to stop at a local McDonald's to order some food. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
She must have been dying, starving,
Um,
or dumb.
it's funny because, yeah, no, I mean, you could probably already guess that worked out really good for her, can't you?
Right. So
No, it didn't.
what did she get? That's what I want to know.
I actually, okay, so I did a little something today that I don't normally do. Now, Rusty, strap yourself in your chair. Melissa, stood up straight. I don't want anybody falling over.
Okay.
I read part of the story.
But no.
Going live.
Shut your dirty whore mouth.
I confess I couldn't. I thought I'd try something new. So I know
He
you're
told me about it
Show prep. Oh my God.
ahead of time. He even he said it live on Facebook that he was going to do this.
I did. Yeah.
So what did you get?
Well, I haven't got that far because I didn't read the
Oh.
whole thing because
Okay.
I had computer issues and all that stuff before the show. So, yeah, she got her food and made her way off. Nah, she didn't. No, she was arrested. But according to Winchester, Massachusetts Police Department, the bizarre chase started around 8:45 a.m. on July 6th. At the time, a local man called 911 to report a crime. The man told the cops that our female protagonist, later identified as Joanna Gardell, 38, had stolen a company pickup that the guy was driving.
Wow.
Yeah, while he was away from the truck, Gardell reportedly climbed in and drove off.
A grand theft auto.
Yeah, pretty much. And this is actually one reason why you're supposed to turn your car off or truck or whatever you may be driving and lock the damn doors. It's Massachusetts.
Do you have to? I mean,
No,
it's
I
not
don't.
Your fault.
I know. Look, I left the car running today when I went to pick up some Redneck Riviera whiskey before the show. I left. Matter of fact, I pulled right up to the fuel island, left it running, got out, went in the store, came back. It was
Wow,
still
you are
there.
lucky it was still there.
Still running. I never even got gas. Just plugged up. I was being a jackass, but there was no one else there. So,
Well,
otherwise,
you were having faith in your fellow man,
well, it's this.
just not fellow woman, because
No,
they
'cause,
apparently
well,
steal shit.
really.
I always pop the key fob off, and leave the truck running, and get out, and then lock it, and have the key
Well,
fob. When
I
it's-
do that a
is-
lot on road trips when I leave Gilly in the car. I got
Yeah.
I got put the carabiner on my
Yep.
and just
Carabiner. Why can't it be American beaner?
I don't know.
Look, American
It hasn't
Beaner.
caught on yet. We're trying to make American Beaner, but
I think I was in a
sounds
band
more
called American
perverted.
Beaner.
yeah, it sounds kind of
think.
perverted. Hey, I got a
It
beaner
sounds
from my
racist,
husband
is
last
what
night.
it sounds like.
I got American Beaner.
Yeah, that's racist.
Yeah, but I keep the key fob in my pocket so they can drive it once. Just don't shut that sucker off because then you're screwed.
Yeah.
Anyway, back to the story. Lucky for the cops, the owner of the truck had installed a GPS tracker, and just for such occasion that he was a dumbass and left it running.
Well, there you go.
Yeah. GPS showed that the truck was only some 3 miles away. On the way there, the cops met a driver whose car the stolen truck had collided with. Police soon found the truck with Gardell still in it. Responding officer flashed his blue lights, got out of the cruiser, began approaching Gardell. Well, you know what happened then.
She offered him some McDonald's.
No.
Would you like a French fry?
No, she hasn't
threw
even
a
gotten
box
to the
of
McDonald's
donuts at
yet.
him?
She said, "That's not mine."
No, she hadn't even got to the drive-thru yet.
Okay.
Oh, shit.
Yeah,
Well,
she
hurry up.
she
Keep
wasn't going down without a fight.
Ding, ding.
She turned the truck on and hauled ass. Yeah,
Did not say
the
that's
chase
not
was
mine.
on. I almost said the F word.
So she ran. Okay.
No, she drove.
So
She wouldn't get as tired if she
You
drove.
plead.
After making the cops' way back to the car, I have whiskey on my mustache. Hold on.
oh no.
You got whiskey on your whiskey.
I got whiskey whiskers.
You got chocolate in my peanut butter.
The officer began following Gardell. At first, chase was fairly low speed, low key. Gardell showed had intention of stopping and gradually starting picking up speed. She zoomed down Worcester's main street. They call it Worcester or Worcester.
Worcester.
It's WRCER.
Worcester.
Worcester.
Yeah.
It looks like
You know what?
Worcester.
Yeah. Well, there's no ch, but sure. No H.
Right. It's Worcester.
Yeah, I think that's dumb, but
Well, have you
Worcester.
seen the cities around here?
No, yeah, they're dumb too.
Yeah.
There's a lot
Not
of
all
dumb.
of us can live in Chili Coochie
No, that's kind of dumb too.
because that's smart.
I own that. Hello. Anyway, running through red lights and all this stuff. Cop decided that was a safety issue for the public, and it was more important just to let her chill for a minute. He turned his siren off and stopped the chase for the time being. Besides, the truck had a tracker on it, so it wasn't going to be hard to find her. Excuse me, she's a lady.
How do you know how she identifies? Is the article specific?
Yeah, said
Her
woman.
first, well, it said
Yeah.
Joe.
First
So-
sentence,
Joe.
Woman.
Okay.
Joanna. Although the cop behind her had given up, Gardell still didn't plan to stop. She sped along the main street until she encountered congested traffic. Woman tried to get around stopped cars by hopping over.
Were they coughing?
Sorry, what?
Because they were congested.
Never mind.
Oh, sorry.
Whatever.
She hopping into oncoming traffic. That went about as well as you'd expect. She collided with a van. 3 officers who happened to be present tried approaching Gardell to get her out of the stuck truck. Still defiant, she backed up. Well, then apparently she wasn't stuck if she backed up. That's dumb. She backed up and hit the police cruiser
Oops.
that had stopped behind her. So she got
when that
rear-ended by a
happens.
cop. She did the rear-ended. Yeah, right. While doing so, she also knocked down and dragged one of the officers behind before speeding off. Cops pursued her, but once again had to call off the chase for safety concerns.
She backed that ass up, but she did it wrong.
Back that ass up. Back that ass up. Oh, sorry. I was getting my group on. Chris, you got my mind moving and stuff.
Whoop, derailed.
Anyway, so by now, after this chase and stuff, she's probably getting a little hungry, stressed out, need a booger, right?
Yes. I hope it was a quarter pounder.
What better be a dog? She better get her money's worth. She felt that no cop could ever catch her.
We all have that feeling, though. We all think we're smarter than them.
Why else would she have suddenly decided to pull into the drive-thru at the nearby McDonald's?
Mm-hmm. He's like,
Because she's dumb. That's why. Hungry or not, I'm guessing she's kind of hangry by now, right?
Probably.
I should have probably got an order too, because they're probably tired of following her.
We hope she paid for this.
What, pay it backwards? Hey, get that guy back behind me.
Yeah, I'm going to pay for the guy behind me.
I got your coffee and down it. Jackass, get off my ass. Anyway, unfortunately for her, she was pretty much trapped in the drive-through lane when 2 cop cars showed up. She made a desperate attempt at one more escape. She intentionally rammed one of the police cruisers before trying to make it out of the McDonald's parking lot by driving off-road. But that was too much for her banged-up truck and got stuck in mulch. Really? Mulch is what brought you down?
That truck didn't have 4-wheel drive?
I guess not. Cops can't stop it, but the mulch can.
Was it a Ford? Did they say what kind of truck
Probably
it
a
was?
Ford. Yeah, I would guess. Or a Chevy.
Or a...
No.
It certainly wasn't a Jeep.
But no, it was not a Jeep, because she would have just drove over cop cars, right? I mean, okay.
Exactly.
Yeah. Cops stormed the truck and finally managed to drag her, kicking and screaming, from the driver's seat. She was handcuffed and placed under arrest.
And she was singing. She was singing
Yeah, she was
Wild
charged
Horses.
Hilarious list of offenses. 13 entries long. Her crimes include, but are not limited to, failure to stop for police, red light violation, assault and battery by means of a dangerous weapon, which is the motor vehicle that she dragged the cop by, disturbing the peace. Well, if you're going to disturb a peace, I mean, disturb a peace.
That should be illegal.
Well, what's wrong with disturbing a peace in the middle of the night? No? Why is it the guys have nothing to say?
Well,
I don't know.
That's gay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with it.
I'm not sure what to say about this lady.
No, never mind. We'll move on. Anyway. So that's what she did. She got arrested. She didn't have a license either, so.
Did they do toxicology? She just dumb? Like, what color was her hair?
Drugs or alcohol involved?
Yeah.
There's more. I mean, you want me to keep reading?
We'll get to the good parts.
Well, she got arrested. But, let's see. Cop she ran over ended up in the hospital, but his injuries are reportedly not life-threatening. Let's see here. In February, a man... Hold on a minute. Cardell's case isn't the only police pursuit. Yeah, okay. It doesn't really say much after that. It's
okay.
Some other crap. It goes on into some other jackass.
She sounds dumb.
I would guess, yeah.
Who is this dumbass of the week brought to us by?
Ramika Designs.
Nice.
.com. Yeah. You know what Ramika Designs is, Chris?
I've heard they do, like, laser engraving and stuff. They can, like, put it on glass and on tumblers and on leather and just like that. A little hard to see with
you can't see it with a camera. It's pretty pathetic. No, it's a camera.
Yeah, I got mine.
On that tumbler
Rusty's
right there.
and Melissa's shows up great.
Yeah. Shows up on that decanter of yours real well. Is that in hand?
It does, and it's on the other side of the studio.
Call the intern.
I'm drinking water in mine tonight. But my other drink, I made a mojito because Lep told me on my morning hello that
I'm going to share the screen, Chris.
Go ahead. And they come in purple.
Yeah.
Yes.
Only for Judy though.
No, anybody can get them.
This is actually Chris's tumbler being made right here by the laser. You can see it in the
It's
video.
so famous.
It is super cool too. And it goes over there and it starts to be, and then it's pretty sweet, dude.
They can't.
It's a really, yeah. But they have all kinds of things. They got a lot of things, military first responder type stuff. The Christmas ornaments. They got, well, you can see it right here. I mean, they got
I know
realtor signs. They can anything you can like Chris said, anything you can laser engrave. they can do it. They're also,
if you can dream it, he can do it.
yeah, they're also going to be doing vinyl for, I think, multiple things, but I know they're going to be able to do shirts and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're just putting it out there.
Yeah.
And they can't do stainless steel yet.
Right.
Yet. But if you buy a tumbler that already has a coating, like the black ones or the purple ones, white ones, you can send them the mug and then they can put whatever. You don't have to use their mug. You can send in whatever you want, and then Romika Designs will make it for you.
That's right. You know what? If you're looking to get rid of your COVID, you can just get a couple COVID shots right here from Romika Designs. Ooh, there you go.
Nice.
COVID shots.
Heck yeah.
I mean, first COVID shot, second COVID shot. I think I've had a lot of COVID shots, honestly.
Yeah, RomikaDesigns.com/off track.
That'll get you over to the Tumblr. But all you have to do is, no matter what you buy, promo code off track. That'll get you 10% off.
Yeah.
And they have wine glasses now.
Yes.
Wine tumblers.
Yes, they do. So
They take requests because I requested that.
Yep.
you're
So that
special. So Ron likes you.
Who, me?
Yeah.
that is what's that website?
RomikaDesigns.com. RomikaDesigns.com.
Off Track Syndicate, bitches.
Miss Mississippi, do you have we don't have that much time. You need more time for science, bitches, don't you?
No, I'm just gonna read the headlines with the science bitches, and then when we come back, there's a social science issue I would like to get your input on or have a discussion with.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Okay. We're ready. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Mr. Producer. No, wait, you're going to read the headlines for?
I'll just I don't need that.
All right. Well, we'll do the rest later. Okay. Go ahead, Melissa.
Okay, early this morning, July 11th, billionaire Richard Branson and 3 other passengers briefly went to space for the first fully crewed space flight of Virgin Galactic's Spaceship Two spaceplane. And I also heard that he rode his bike there, which is kind of, you go from primitive transportation to, holy crap, I'm leaving the Earth. And it seems to be, I think we covered this a couple of months ago. It is, we're having kind of a space race for basically vacationing rich people. Elon Musk and Jeff Bezos also have theirs planned. At 8:40 a.m. local time, Virgin Galactic's Unity 22 test flight mission took off from Spaceport America in New Mexico. It was experience of a lifetime, Branson said during a live broadcast flight. Branson, the designated astronaut 001 for Unity 22 mission, founded the Virgin Group of companies, and that includes Virgin Galactic. So I saw him earlier this week in an interview, and people were, when they were calling it the space race, who can bring passengers, civilian passengers up to space first. And Richard Branson seemed, I don't know him that well. I haven't studied him that well, but he seemed very humble about it. Like, no, I'm not he wasn't trying to beat anybody. It wasn't a competition. He's hoping that people can work together. Like, for example, a lot of people don't like Elon Musk because he's very cocky, but he also has Asperger's too. So that might help.
He does?
Yeah, he has Asperger's.
I did not know that.
And that's kind of makes his personality, like he has less patience. But also he doesn't patent a lot of his technology because he wants people to use his technology and build upon it. So that's
kind of humbling in itself. You know what? I started this, but use it. Do something with it.
And that's Elon Musk. So Richard Branson was kind of saying, we're all in this together. Like they're not, I mean, he's going to get credit for the first. You always want to be the first, but he's not like, F you, Jeff Bezos, F you, Elon Musk. So it's kind of weird having
3 of them came together.
Then it would
like
be
a
a
party.
circle. Never mind.
No, it'd be a triangle jerk. But anyway, combined forces came together. Oh my God, Russ.
But
You didn't want to comment
Branson-
on other shit earlier, but that you'll go with.
I know.
Okay, fine. Go ahead.
Well, Branson said, he was when he was talking about all that there would be no screaming babies allowed on the flight. But enough about Jeff Bezos.
Oh, snap! I wonder if they had to wear their mask and if they got lunch. I'm sure it was quick though.
Peanuts and some water or Sprite, maybe.
Would you like some TWA coffee? TWA milk?
Travel
TWA
bottles
tea?
Jack Daniels or what?
You totally missed that.
The altitude TWA. Yeah, I got you.
But he didn't. Richard Branson. This mission actually didn't leave space. There's a line called the Kármán line, and it's recognized as the boundary of outer space, and that begins at 62 miles above.
Yeah,
so
they went up
That's pretty far.
55 or something, didn't they?
Yes. The difference was pointed out by Virgin Galactic competitor Blue Origin, and that's Jeff Bezos' company, which is launching its New Shepard crewed suborbital I got the whiskey syndrome.
Nailed it.
Suborbital flight. Yeah. And that's July 20th. And his mission will pass the Kármán line.
We got a new show track, guys.
I like it.
I almost forgot about it.
I like it.
Uh-oh, Chris is going to dance. Hey, look out. All right, guys. We'll be right back right here, Off Track Syndicate, Mojo 50. You have more, right? Directly more?
Yeah, not for
social science experiment or something.
I can do more science bitches, but there's another thing I can do that I want to do. It has to do with.
All right, so for the folks that are listening, just wanted to give a bad news. I didn't want to tell everybody,
just everybody on air.
Just the people that can hear us in the commercial, or between the. Yeah, in the commercials. Bad news, folks. Astronomers warn a gigantic asteroid could be hitting Earth around 2040 and wipe out life as we know it. Good news, that includes the Kardashians.
Ha!
Yeah.
But
I'll be here.
wait a minute.
If I'm alive, that's not good.
Well, you'll also be like
what a way to go out, right?
60 something, whatever.
With the bang?
70 something.
Oh, I'll be 71 in I'll be 70 in 2040.
Right.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. If I make it that far. But by the way, I'm going to come back in with what I texted you about.
Yes.
Well, I guess everyone, so.
I am ready for it now.
Roger. Yeah, y'all can talk about it too.
Talk about
what I texted everybody.
Oh.
I missed that.
I gotta go get my phone.
Rusty says, BRB.
Wow, coming in hot, folks. That's weird.
Welcome back into Off Track Syndicate. It's going to be a good show tonight. Like I said, it's going to be. No, not yet. I know. We're
later.
Wasting time. Later, the professionals, Ron Phillips, Rocci Stucci, will join us right here.
Rocci Stucci.
Rocci Stucci. Yeah. And
the
from Abnormal Reality. The new
something
show
about
on
an emotional meatball.
Emotional?
Emotional.
Yeah.
Does he still talk like that? I mean, does he still call himself the meatball?
Sometimes.
Yeah, I believe so.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got an army and stuff. Hey, guys, we want to make sure to remind you, we are in the Warhorse Legacy Foundation studios right here, Off Track Syndicate. We have a proud well, I don't know if they're proud, but
They
I'm
are.
proud that we have them as a sponsor for Off Track Syndicate. Warhorse Legacy Foundation is a foundation to help veterans and their families. They have a lot of programs. They have a 140-acre ranch in northwest Arkansas. Look at this. They have horses. You can ride. They look.
You can't ride the dog. Don't ride the dog.
No. Very family oriented.
That looks so nice.
I know.
They take care of the veterans. They take care of the veterans' families, and that's important because the veterans need our help. But the people that are supporting them in the day-to-day life every day, they need our support too. It's difficult stuff working with a veteran that's got PTSD. We need to be supporting those that are doing the front line of that. And
I think the family aspect of it is, and you know, I always try to emphasize this. You bring your family to something like this with a veteran in need of help. It really helps the family understand maybe what the veteran has gone through or is going through.
I'm in school, right?
What's that?
You know, I'm in school, right? I was in the Navy also, but no, my school program.
Wait, you were in the Navy?
Yeah. And I'm in school.
Other things too, but you know.
But my program is not just as being a mental health counselor. I'm trying to be a systemic therapist, and that's why I appreciate Warhorse and Jen and Valerie and everything that they built so much, and Valerie's mom, because families are a system. Like, the veteran is not alone in their struggles. It affects the whole family, and when they bring a whole family to Warhorse, I think I'm getting emotional. When you bring the whole family there, the outcomes are statistically just staggering compared to individual counseling. And I'm glad that they had the forethought to bring everybody in. They take care of their families, not only the veteran.
There is a donate button on the website. We encourage everybody to go over to warhorselegacy.org and throw a buck or two at them, you know?
Yeah, no donation is too small, they said. Every dollar helps.
And let me tell you, if you've listened to our show before, you've probably heard Valerie and Jennifer. They're good people down there. And they're very appreciative of all the donations that they've received from you guys already. I hear about it all the time. Hey, you know what? We got a donation, from a listener. By the way, I don't remember if there is a place on there, but I'm pretty sure there is. You can mention, did you heard it off track, whatever. You don't have to, but they kind of want to keep track of some things sometimes. So just throw it out there where you heard it from. Everything's cool. But they really appreciate it. So go over to warhorselegacy.org. That's warhorselegacy.org.
Off Track Syndicate.
Melissa, you want to go back into the science, bitches?
I was going to, but there's something I've been wanting to talk to the past couple of shows. This is more of a social science thing that I heard about from, I think, Gambrick, and there was a couple of other actual building companies, construction companies. More and more construction companies are getting a request to have dual master bedrooms.
Whoa. Who's having dual masters?
A lot of people. They're happy couples. There's a bunch of articles why some happy couples choose to sleep in separate bedrooms. And there are a lot of reasons why. And I knew that this would probably generate a very good discussion.
Go ahead. I'm listening. With an semi-open mind.
So some of the reasons are, some just do it just so when they have company, they don't get like the kids' bedroom or, a stale ass freaking spare bedroom, like at my house or something. It's like they get like their own master bedroom with their own bathroom, blah, blah, blah. But what we're talking about here is married couples choosing to sleep apart. It's some of it starts off for medical reasons where it interrupts their sleep, or like sometimes after surgery, people just need to sleep alone. There's also the snoring aspect. There's social media actually, and electronics have come into it because some people can't get off their phone while one person's trying to sleep. Snoring
that's an
is
issue, though.
Yeah, that's an issue, but
Right.
that is now though that people are like,
And it's
or
sad.
TV. We don't have a TV in our bedroom, but I kind
I
of
won't
wish
have
we
one.
did. And Josh is like, absolutely not.
No.
So, and that's fine. We don't have one in my son's bedroom either, but so people are trying to get to sleep in different ways. And we preach, medical professionals, mental health professionals, sleep professionals always say that, or they're saying a lot lately, how sleep affects everything you do. It affects your mental health. It affects your, I don't know, gut biodome or whatever. But
Right.
but a lot of people, even happy couples, are sleeping in separate bedrooms.
A
What
gut
say you,
biodome?
Rusty? That was something else. Go ahead, Rusty. Okay.
Yeah, we do that. We sleep in separate rooms 90% of the time because one of us is waking the other one up. And then once you wake up, you can't. Snoring is the biggest deal, with it. Both of us are terrible snorers.
If you're both snoring, then how are you waking up?
Just one of for whatever, one of us wakes up, or one of us goes to sleep before the other one and starts snoring immediately, and the other one can't go to sleep.
All right. I'm going to take
it. Whiskey right there, the front row.
Oh, thank you. Whiskey 6,
50.
Mojo 50. You had said that sleeping affects everything in your life. I completely agree. I also think it's the exact opposite. Everything you do affects your sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So what you do throughout the day, excuse me. Also, the biggest part of it, I believe, and you mentioned this, is your intake. Mm-hmm. Our intake as a society is shit these days for the most part, right? The things we put in our body, the things, not getting enough exercise. We're not as physical as we used to be as humans, technology has done a lot of that. Yeah, you have the opportunity, the choice to go and get exercise, but we don't work like we used to around the world. Even it's not just Americans. So I believe that being stagnant all day long for a lot of people,
sedentary lifestyle.
Yes, it affects your sleep and your diet. Probably, maybe even. Well, I would say it's equally as important. And on top of all that, you're talking about the television in the bedroom.
Mm-hmm.
It's a device.
Mm-hmm.
It's they talk, and I don't know the specifics on this. Maybe you know better. The blue light, from a device keeps you awake. But on top of that, I'm not going to have a TV in my bedroom. It's an interruption.
Mm-hmm. I have
from other important things, right?
Yeah, a friend. Well, she's not a friend of mine anymore, but she, like being raised in the 60s and 70s, TV, or especially latchkey kids. We did have TVs in our room because it was part of the babysitting thing, and we're used to it, like going to sleep with noise. You have people that need fans to go to sleep. Some people need to listen to the news or a classic black and white program just to go to sleep.
ASMR.
Yeah, I do understand that, and I'm not trying to knock anybody for doing that.
But their partners may not necessarily. I said
right.
Partner. I sound so woke. But their husband or wife may not.
Right, whoever it may be you're sleeping with, basically. Mm-hmm. But, and I get it. There's circumstances, like Rossi's saying about snoring and stuff.
Well,
it's tough because I'm just like, no, I'm not sleeping in a separate bedroom than my spouse. You know what I mean? I can't. No, I can't.
Well, I can't tell you at any point in my life, very few. I probably couldn't, if I could remember them, which I can't, but I can tell you my whole life, from the first time that I can think about being 5 or 6 or whatever and going to bed, I have never slept more than 6 hours at a time. Never.
Really?
Never. Yes, never. That's why I didn't get invited back a lot. Like if I went to spend a night at a friend's house and stuff, because I would get up in the middle of the night and I'd go, turn on the TV and, get
Swim
stuff
in
to
their
eat out of the
pool.
fridge and, just.
Rusty's
I've
cooking
never-
TV dinners.
You know
Yeah.
something about some masked bandits in your pool in the middle of the night?
Yeah, it happened once.
Huh?
There you go.
No,
So-
but Rusty and Judy are always invited back.
Yay. So I just, it's just my sleep pattern. Now, sometimes I can go back to sleep, and then I'm only going to sleep for 2 more hours, maybe. So,
Well, that's pretty good, honestly. If you sleep for 2 more hours,
yeah, but
that's a power nap in itself. That's more than a power nap.
And naps are really good for you too, by the way. When
Oh,
when I
yeah,
was researching this story, because I wanted to talk about this, I don't know, maybe a month ago or something, but sometimes we talk too much. And then I was researching the National Sleep Foundation, and they don't. The sleep is the issue for them, but they're not thinking about the relationship aspect. Does it help, or do you think it's Sean, do you think something like this would help, or do you think it's detrimental for a marriage?
Yeah, I there was something else I was going to say too. A lot of older people, they get to a certain part in their marriage, and yeah, maybe for health reasons and all that stuff. Of course, maybe looking back, 50 years old, I don't know. I don't have a problem sleeping as much as I used to. So I used to have a hard time falling asleep, not staying asleep, but falling asleep because of anxiety.
That's a sleep killer.
Yes. Oh, racing brain, all this stuff. And I'm not saying this can work for everybody, but it worked for me. I had to get up early one morning, as always. And I thought, you know what? I'm not tired, but I have got to go to sleep. But I don't, I'm just going to go in and lay down and relax. I'm bored, whatever. I went in there, I laid down. I didn't try to go to sleep. I just laid there, took some deep breaths, and I woke up in the morning like that. And I woke up the next.
So in other words, you didn't stress about it. You weren't
No.
trying to make yourself go to sleep. You just
Yes. Yeah, because I had been trying. I'm like, I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep. I gotta go to sleep. And all this stuff is racing through my brain. For this is for years.
I thought you said Romeo won Oscar, and I was out.
No. Look, hey, whatever it takes.
Whatever.
Look, stress reliever. But and ever since then, that's what I do. I just lay down. I take some deep breaths. It doesn't work every single time. Don't get me wrong, but damn, it helps.
But I love that approach, because you're not using alcohol. You're not well, maybe, I don't know, but you're not saying you're taking sleeping pills. You're not
Right.
on.
No, I can't in any of my job situations. So
Right.
Yeah.
What do you think, Chris? Or do you have no opinion?
I think that long term, it would create issues. If I'm having a particularly bad snoring night, and she wants to go sleep in another room or sleep on a couch or whatever, I think long term it would have negative consequences. She worked third shift for a long time, and I found it difficult.
I was going to say
sleep
something. I
when
was going
she
to say
wasn't
something
there.
about shift work. Yeah.
I found it really difficult to sleep when she wasn't there. So while it might be difficult to fall asleep if she's messing around with her phone and there's that light distraction going on, I know from experience that while she was working third shift, it was more difficult to go to sleep when she wasn't there at all.
Yeah,
Wow,
there's a
that's-
comfort. There's a comfort for some people. yeah, and I didn't answer this before. Yeah, I agree with that. Sleeping next to someone, look, you don't even have to be touching them. I'm all about a king size bed and not being crowded, you know, but there's something I think built into us that says it's a comfort zone. It's, I guess I don't even know how else to describe that, but I think it's a thing.
I think comfort zone is accurate. Security.
Yeah. Security. Yeah. And I don't know why I sleep. Look, I'm gone all week long. I sleep like a rock, whether I'm by myself or at home, it doesn't matter. But having that someone next to you, I think it's just how we're wired.
Makes a difference.
There are extenuating circumstances. I understand that, but I think that's the way it's supposed to be, I guess I would say.
Okay, I gotcha. I would say, in my opinion, when it comes to most things, marriages, it depends on, I think everybody's different. Everybody has different expectations. Everybody has their own needs. And just like the majority of things that I think about or study or talk about is, it all depends on you two. If you guys both agree to it, that it works well. If sleeping apart works well and everybody gets a better sleep, you do your sex somewhere else or in a bed and then leave. I think if that's what you guys discuss, that's perfect. I think if two people, when they agree and manage their expectations, to me, that's a perfect marriage. Unless, I say about agreeing about with what you want, unless it's, if you're basing it on religion, Christianity, or certain cultural norms that you have to follow, then that's usually when problems come in, because what if somebody disagrees, one of the partners, all of a sudden maybe develops this sleep apnea or starts a shift work, and then they bring in that's not what God said or whatever. But if two people, aside with cultural and religion aside, I think if two people decide that is going to work for them, be honest. First of all, communicate, and I think that'll be fine.
Yeah.
And my name is Melissa, and that's all I have.
Well, we love you, Melissa. It's okay. We're here for your support.
But I just think it's interesting to hear other people's takes on it.
Yeah, I mean,
and you guys are going to love the questions that I'm going to come up with this semester.
All right.
Bring them on.
What I was taking? No, not right now. I talked to you guys last night on Zoom, and I'm not going to bring that question up. I thought different of it, but it's a human sexuality class that I'm taking now.
That's really interesting stuff. Honestly.
Okay, here is the title of the first article I am reading. Sex in the 70s, Gay Porn Cinema as an Archive for the History of American Sexuality.
Wait, that's the title of your class?
What?
No, that's the title of the first reading that I was assigned.
Can you read that again?
Sex in the 70s, Gay Porn Cinema as an Archive for the History of American Sexuality.
I don't think you should use colon in gay sex. I'm just saying.
I think she did that on purpose.
Big Pharma Steve weighs in on the sleeping in the bedrooms here, and he's got a good idea. Building a separate bedroom or going to a separate bedroom because your wife snores or you snore. Get a CPAP. It's cheaper, and it might save your life. Sleep apnea is not a joke, and it can lead to heart failure.
It can. So can a pillow over their face.
Sorry, what?
Damn it.
Note to self.
Not that she's ever thought about that.
It just popped up.
Josh, get a CPAP.
I got a quick, this has nothing to do with what we're talking about. It's just, I seen it was a quick little, kind of deal. A 43-year-old Georgetown, Guyana woman who was attacked by her husband, and the cops, arrested him and took her to the hospital to determine the extent of her injuries. An X-ray revealed that a pair of medical scissors had been left in her chest during an operation in 1990.
Whoa! What?
Whoa.
Okay, hold on. So this woman has never been through the airport.
I don't know. I guess
I
not.
know a lot of people that have never been through an airport ever.
Well, I know, but the odds of that. Okay, no, I guess there's a lot of people who don't fly. But damn, how are you still alive?
Yeah.
How are you still alive? Hey, I want to give a shout out. Kind of a Doc Thompson thing, you know, he did the Building America type thing, where he just talked about some small business type of stuff occasionally. It's called Urban Combat Developments. And they're kind of pretty close. Well, their mom is at least pretty close friend of the show and the network. But this is I think
Urban Combat what? Say that again. I'm looking it up.
Development. It's not on a website yet. They're on Instagram though.
Oh,
That's where they are.
I'm still not done with the Insta or the gram or whatever the heck.
Well, you know what?
I think they are on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yes, they are on Twitter. Yes, they are. Maybe you can bring that up. But
yeah, they've got some really good ideas.
actually, who's got Instagram on their desktop?
I don't.
Maybe you can find it. Oh, I'll talk about this.
Sorry.
All right,
Old lady.
so you know, you got a Sharpie, right?
Yeah.
You're cruising through. You know what? You come out of work into the parking deck. Some guy, some bad person, decides they're going to attack you. What are you going to do? Stab me with a Sharpie?
Yes.
Yes, I am.
Oh, look at that blade.
Because that, and it's not metal. This will go through a metal detector on.
Oh, I am so glad we could start killing people on planes again. I've been jonesing forever.
Oh my God.
You know, they're
Smother
listening.
you with a pillow, gonna stab people
I'm
on an
trying to be
airplane.
discreet here.
Melissa's getting a visit.
Yeah.
Urban, what am I looking
a lot
for?
of Hannibal. I'm on a Hannibal kick right
Urban Combat Developments.
now. Urban Combat Development.
Yes. Look at this bad boy.
Oh, I'm visiting them.
Yes. All right. We want to give this some attention.
Yes.
Oh, it might. Look,
It might
I will
hurt.
tell you what. Just barely touching this bad boy, you're not going to put much pressure on it. It's going to embed itself.
Yeah, I heard that before.
Look at that. I'm just barely touching it.
Yeah.
I barely touched her and she was impaled. You know, right there. Yeah. So.
Hey, is there another shout out before we
Yeah,
go?
you know, and if you do any business with it, you look them up. I'm pretty sure they said their main thing is on Instagram. You have to find them on Instagram, and they'll, you know, work with you, and you talk to them and do all that. But if you do, just tell them Off Track sent you. Just say, hey,
Yes.
about you on Off
Yes,
Track,
good
you know?
idea.
Yes. Tell them Off Track Syndicate
Oh, cool.
showed you where to go. Urban Combat Developments. You know what? Here, let me show you this too. I have this from her.
Developments. I kept putting designs. I'm getting
There you go.
Ooh.
Right there, folks.
Mm-hmm.
There them Sharpies are. I found them.
Yeah, there you go.
Well, show the people
It's already up.
if you can. Oh,
Oh yeah, they have things on there.
That's what she said.
Yes, and they actually make blades too, not metal. They make blades.
Oh.
Yes. I had her send me one of these because I wanted to check this out. I think it's great. It's a great model of self-defense. And look, if you get one of these tactical shirts,
yeah.
those things.
I'm going to need some contact information.
Look at that right there in the sleeve. Got my pen and my Sharpie.
I might get an Insta just so I can communicate with them because
Yeah. No. Yep. We want to. Yeah. I want to throw that out there. I had forgotten to mention it over the last couple weeks, so I put it on my computer right in front of my face this time. And Urban Combat Developments, guys, go check them out. Please do that. Tell them Off Track sent you. Off Track Syndicate. Show us some love, guys. Guess what? Right here on the other side of the break, Ron Phillips and Rocci Stucci from Abnormal Realities.
Rocci Stucci.
What the heck was that? What happened?
I'm sorry. That was my fault.
Oh, here, I thought it was the break music coming in.
No, not yet.
I was
Hey.
playing the stinger.
Fooled you.
Was there
My bad.
a shout out you wanted to give to Real Food, Real People?
Yes. Go ahead.
Oh, okay.
Real food, real people.
Real people.
Yeah. Sorry, Pat. I had to.
The
send it to everybody
episode
'cause I was-
showing this evening, directly before our show, and you can catch it on replay, is Carrie Malinak.
Mhm.
All right.
Yeah.
Good
Yeah, you
show.
can hear it on Spoonie, Spreaker, iHeart, Spotify, Google Podcasts, and Amazon Music
know what?
Podcasts.
Real
I'm kinda
food, real people.
jealous. It seems like everybody's getting Carrie Malinak on, and
What you wait? Have you met? Have you heard our show?
oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, Real Food, Real People. They are going to be collaborating with us over the next while. I was actually thinking about this today, and I can't give anything away, but my folks here and Pat and Shay know what I'm talking about. I haven't found anything yet. Just saying. Have you
I
guys?
love Shay.
Have you found anything?
Oh, no.
Guess not. No. Okay. We need to get on that. We have a meeting next week, I think.
Yes, we
Yes.
do, because
Next
there's
Friday.
a lot. We could take this in so many places. I think
Yes.
it's a fun addition to our
Just
show.
don't take it in that one place. It's a little.
Because we need more
hard.
content, and I think cooking,
Yes,
is-
I'm gonna like it.
because we all like to eat. So
That shows.
Mojo Riverfish won Eric Miller over in the Facebooks. Premature Music, they have a pill for that.
And another congratulations to Jason Goki for being one of the winners in the
Yes.
Yes Gillies Breed contest.
I saw that. You got a nice tumbler from stuff.
Yes, there's 2 other winners who haven't given me their contact info. Maybe they don't.
Do they
want
know
to.
who they are?
Oh, Barbara last week I asked her to give me her contact info. And of course, there's Judy was the absolute #1 winner because she got most of the breeds right and had the most confidence in Gilly.
Aw.
I have confidence in Gilly.
You don't have my address, Melissa? You don't?
No, I do, but I just don't know what to send her because I sent Jason a Tumblr and she already has one and it's purple. So I got to go back to the drawing board and figure
No,
out-
Judy says you don't have to send her anything. You can.
Well, she's getting something.
Well, I gotta at least give her a virtual hug because I haven't seen her. in a long time.
Right. Okay, can I go now? Can I do it now?
Oh.
Just some music?
Yes.
Okay, good, because this is all new music. Guys, come right back for Ron Phillips, Rocci, Stucci from Abnormal Realities right here. Off Track Syndicate. You heard it first right here. Suckers. Right
That's
here
right.
on Mojo 50. We'll be right
And
back.
I got a picture of Rocky Stucci right behind me right now.
Yeah, that's his girlfriend.
Oh.
Because Rocky doesn't wear big platform pumps or whatever those are, does he? No? Okay. Huh. Are you going to unlock the room now?
Yeah, it's unlocked already.
Okay. Where are they at?
We're gonna do.
Working on it.
We're gonna do call in or no?
Really?
It's up to you.
I would just kind of wait.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Is it ready? Is that
What?
no, it's not ready.
Okay. I wouldn't worry about it.
What the hell's he doing over? What? Do they not have like any dignity? or
Son of a
anything?
bitch.
What's
There they
up?
are.
What's going on, brothers?
What's up, guys? How are y'all?
Oh, we're great, man.
We're good.
Well, we're better now that you guys are here, and
Oh,
ready.
thanks.
now you guys can carry the show.
You see that
Please.
picture I got of Stucci's girlfriend behind me?
Oh yeah.
Well, she better shave her damn legs because I'm not into hair.
Wait, then how, you don't like Sasquatch?
Oh, look at Ryan. He's looking sick. Bro, why didn't you tell me what color shirt you're wearing today?
I don't know, brother. I think we stopped doing that, didn't we? I thought we did.
I almost wore a red one tonight. I'm kind of glad I didn't.
We just didn't
Yeah.
do our laundry that day. You know what I'm saying?
Do what?
We just didn't do our laundry that day.
Oh, that's true.
What's up, everybody? How's everybody doing?
We're
What's going on,
we're
buddy?
doing-
Damn, Ron looks sexy.
Drink assistant.
Not as sexy as you, man, with that new shaved haircut. Yeah.
Noticed. Oh!
I got to get mine cut this next week.
Yeah, you better.
Are you going back drill sergeant style or what?
No, I get the high and tight, but I'm not going back with the crew cut.
You know what? I got a high and tight today. 'Cause
You do, don't you?
oh wait, that's every day. So low and tight.
I
think.
decided Daryl was going to join me tonight. Let's see.
Nice.
Oh, Wait.
All right, I hid my video.
Daryl.
I'm gonna have a smoke. You guys are on your own for about 3 minutes, 4 minutes, whatever.
Daryl.
Daryl. I got my Daryl.
Oh, anyway, I don't have a Daryl. His other brother, Daryl.
His other brother, Daryl.
Man, that was a good show. Oh, Bob Newhart.
So you guys didn't have anything to do, and you really don't. You
On
have
Sunday nights?
no dignity or anything. So you figured,
No. On Sunday nights, I'm usually listening to this show called Off Track, but then I thought I'd join them.
What?
Wait, so he's the one guy who listens.
Yeah, I'm the number one. I'm the number one on the live feed right there.
Yeah, actually, we got it actually. Well, it's because you guys are here. We've had a number all night, so good. A couple. Okay. Good. Where's Melissa?
What up, Rusty?
What's happening, brother?
Man, that beard's looking good, bro.
Ron, before I forget, or who was it? One of you two. Who had the picture of Nostradamus the other night? You have it still?
We've got him. Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. Because when I ask you, I gotta discuss this picture.
He's ugly as shit, man.
Dude, now, hold on.
How do I share a picture?
You'll go share screen at the bottom there, and or you could send it to me in Messenger or something. I can share.
Yeah, I'll send it to you.
Yeah, there you go.
Ron says, "How do I share a picture?" Dude has like the highest technology on the damn planet.
Well, the
I'm
problem
surprised.
is my monitor is like 10 feet in front of me, and I can't really read it because I'm blind as hell.
Hey, before I forget, what booms are you guys using in the studio there, Ron?
These are called. Let's see.
We hot.
Coming in hot. We can wait for it.
Recently discovered in a small subsection of the Green New Deal, the United States Air Force is moving away from conventional explosive ordnance.
Being considered to replace these terrible weapons are more ecologically friendly weapons, such as cat coolers, to be used like anvils in a Wile E. Coyote cartoon.
Recently declassified audio from deep inside Cheyenne Mountain.
General, come quick. The Chinese have taken over the island beachhead. What should we do?
Release the cat coolers! The first cat cooler dropped activated a volcano on impact. The cooler still has ice in it and was used as a life raft by 26 island refugees.
China has signaled their unconditional surrender, and it is anticipated that the cat cooler will never again be used in such a destructive way.
What? China surrendered, G.I. Joe! No more drop a cat cooler! No coolers were harmed in the making of this ad, but the island is a total loss. Cat Coolers does not recommend dropping coolers from planes, but the video is really cool, and it's still illegal to smuggle a cat.
Catcoolers.com. Catcoolers.com.
All right, guys, you ready? You ready?
I'm ready.
The professionals are here. They're in the house. Oh, look at that. Rocky's getting the groove on. Yeah, baby. Welcome into Off Track Syndicate. Ron Phillips, Rocci Stucci from Abnormal Realities. There they are. What's going on, fellas?
How are y'all?
We're better now that you guys are here. Yeah, we've been anxiously waiting all night. I haven't been able to sleep for 32 days.
Oh. We're not going to talk about sleep again, are we?
Well, we talked about it. You know,
we can talk about sleep because the days are coming where Mr. Phillips will probably be afraid to sleep. I'm just saying.
Uh-oh.
Yes.
Yeah. We've had this short discussion.
What?
That I said short.
I look forward to this. Ron getting to go to a Rocky. What do you call him? A ghost hunting? Or what? I don't remember.
You know that's the best language most people know. Paranormal investigation, ghost hunting. Yeah. So we're going to be going to Goatman's Bridge here within the next couple of weeks. We will be live streaming it. It is just north of Fort Worth. And then we are also going to Mineral Wells. There's a hotel there that is extremely haunted. And we probably will be doing a full overnight.
Oh.
Yeah, like where we do like challenges, like have Ron go to the attic.
Oh, wait a minute. Wait. Why does my name follow the word challenge?
He didn't even know that.
And
this
attic.
show is a setup.
Ron's going into the attic.
Ron, what you didn't really know is this show is meant for you to be. It's an intervention for you.
Yes.
You're
I
going to
watched.
be.
I watched. What was it called? Destination Fear. I watched the first episode last night. These guys slept in this bushy mountain. I think it was bushy something penitentiary that was abandoned. Are you kidding me right now?
I'm kidding. I'm not, dude, that's the real deal.
And they split up into separate parts of the building and sleep by themselves after they do the ghost hunt in the EVPs. Rocky, we got to get us an Oculus. I'm just saying.
Oculus.
Ovulus, yeah. Okay. Is it Ovulus?
It's Ovulus.
See, I thought it was Oculus too. All right. So
Ovulus.
To speak on that, yeah. We just talked in the last half hour about being able to sleep and just trying to relax. And I don't think I could relax after doing a paranormal investigation in a was it a jail cell on my own?
It was an entire prison.
In prison. No.
Yeah.
I don't want to go to prison when there's people there, let alone when there's not people there.
Are you sure? Are you sure you wouldn't be able to sleep well?
I'm probably, yeah, I can almost guarantee you that.
They said that over 10,000 people died in that prison.
10,000. Oh, I got chills. Just I can just like feel them like putting their hands on me and I'm trying to go to sleep, you know?
Well, Dakota Layden is, I've known him for a very long time. He's from he's from the Twin Cities. And he started working for Zach Baggins with Ghost Adventures as one of the camera guys. He started a new show called Destination Fear. And this is what I like about the show is that he wanted the audience. And because one of my biggest frustrations about talking about paranormal stuff is that you cannot ever sell the emotion that you experience during these events. We can tell stories and they're cool to listen to and they're super fun to talk about, but you can never sell the ticket on how you truly emotionally feel through these experiences. And I think that Dakota and his crew have done a phenomenal job of allowing the audience to see the genuine fear that people experience during these encounters because it sits with you. And you're exactly right, Whiskey. Dude, you, especially if you get followed home, you just do not sleep normal when you have a traumatic paranormal experience. You just don't sleep normal ever again.
That's good to know, by the way.
I'm just kidding.
And you're wanting Ron to just do this voluntarily.
Ron's a big puss. I'm going to just go straight up with you on that. And that's going to be the funny part about this show.
I want to be there. I'd love to experience this myself, but I want to see Ron. I don't know if I'd want to. I feel sorry for him. If he knows going into this that this is going to bother him. I'm very intrigued by this.
You're right. If I know going into it that it's going to bother me, why be a dumbass?
Yeah, you're going to fall right into the self-fulfilling prophecy.
Right. We talked about going to Savannah.
I'm going to hear every voice, every creak.
Yes, right. And see, my mind works like that too. And I'm going to get whiplash from jerking my head around,
I want to know about, okay, ghosts attach. I don't know what they are. Entities, ghosts, whatever. I know that they attach themselves to places, but isn't it true or not true that they can or will also attach themselves to people?
Oh yeah,
100. You go somewhere, and stuff happens, and then okay, well, I'm getting out of here. I'm going to move somewhere else, and they go somewhere else, and the same shit's happening in the new place.
Yeah.
That's what worries me.
What's that called?
Attachments.
Okay.
Attachments. Okay.
And I'll be honest with you. Is my volume? Are my levels good?
You're a little hot, but
sounds like you're. It sounds like you're real hot.
I am.
You look like you're real hot. I'm just saying. I would grab your butt if you were here, but you're not here, so I can't do it.
All right. How's that? Is that better?
Yeah.
It just sounds rough.
Yeah.
I don't want to sound rough.
Is he compressed?
I don't know what it is. Now you guys got me all stressed out.
No. I wouldn't have to worry about it, but
All right. How's that better? All right. So am I still compressed, by the way? All right.
It sounds good. Cool.
That's a little better. Yeah.
All right. So I believe that there are more human attachments than there are physical attachments or local attachments, meaning location attachments. I have been followed home more than once. I don't know what it is or why it chooses to follow you home, but you do get followed home. And that is probably, when we talk about a risk level, that's probably the biggest thing that anybody should be concerned about, is being followed home. The same.
I think my question on that is that a guarantee? I mean, or is it if you think you're going to be followed home, that's going to happen? I mean, if you're more resilient to it, is it not going to happen? How's that work?
Selection process.
Right. I mean, if I'm like, no, you're not coming.
That's what it is.
with
Let's
me.
pick, of all the 3 people that are going to be there that night, let's pick the biggest wuss and follow him home, because this is going to be greatness.
It seems like I heard Rocky talk about like when they do find a real hot spot, and it does seem like it might be evil-ish or whatever, that they do you do something, you prepare yourself to try to keep that from happening, right? Didn't I hear you say that? Like you try to do something.
I don't know. Just pray.
Well, praying is a good thing.
Pray.
So here it is. This is what I believe. Now, I don't know if there's a magical cure. No matter how spiritually strong you are, no matter how psychologically strong you are, I don't know if you have the ability to protect yourself more than others, whether to be followed home or not. But I also believe in the power of the mind, power of thought, power of intent. And I believe one thing, that there are entities out there that prey on specific individuals. And those are more of the very easily, well, Ron Phillips. I'm just saying.
Oh, no.
Scott Livingston says that he followed Rocky Stucci home, or Rocky Stucci followed Ron Phillips home, and that's how they met.
It is. That's how it happened. Actually, our buddy Don got us on the phone together.
Don Newen.
Yep.
That was a good day. I still got a chub thinking about that.
Wow, that's funny. I do too.
Nice. That's good stuff right there.
For anybody that doesn't know, what talk about abnormal realities. What is this podcast for? Who's information, entertainment? Who would like your podcast? What's it about?
Yeah, and leading into this, I've got a quick 47-second clip that you guys get to talk about right afterwards.
Watch close.
Go ahead.
Because I didn't realize this. Watch the turnaround. Bam! Oh! Watch real close. Look at.
You tell me that Bigfoot doesn't have boobs.
Those are straight up boobs, dude. And I'm gonna say that I'm pretty impressed. So in regards to would you, right? There has to be an evolution of a species. There was one female Sasquatch that still lived on the planet, and there was one human dude named Ron frickin' Phillips. And you needed to keep some kind of civilization going for the better of mankind. Would you?
Yes.
What?
Why is that a question?
That is gross.
Oh my God. Would you?
Yes.
That was a show. Was that Wednesday?
I don't remember the day.
It's Wednesday. No, it wasn't Thursday or Friday. Thursday I had Jeff Harmon on, and then Friday was Scotty Roberts. But yeah, I'm trying to drive and listen to this, and I'm losing it. Oh my goodness. That was fun.
That's what abnormal realities is us being abnormal. It's about 50% us being idiots and abnormal, and 50% talking about the realities of Bigfoot and ghost hunting and paranormal and UFOs and all of that. I mean, we want it to be an entertaining show. And with Rocky touching me every show, it is a little funny.
All right, so Rocky on I believe it was Wednesday. No, I'm sorry, it was Tuesday night. Your guys' show. I listened to the recording.
Rocky, was that the night that the ghost interfered with our intro?
Really?
Yeah, your ghost in your house, not my ghost. That's
dude, that freaked me out. Ask Rocky.
What happened?
Ron lost his shit.
No, that was Thursday night. That was Jeff Harmon.
Jeff Harmon?
Okay. Ron took shit down. I mean, he took videos down.
It pissed me off. Yeah.
I mean, he lost his ever-loving, God-gracious mind.
Listen to Thursday night show. Listen to the intro.
I'll have to listen to the intro.
And right at the beginning, when the announcer Chris is about to say my name as he's introducing the hosts, my voice comes over the air and goes, "Ron, sexual chocolate."
Yep.
Oh, I did hear that.
Son of a bitch.
That wasn't you.
That was not me.
Okay, I did hear that. I just thought it was something. I'm like,
and
you
ask
said
Rocky.
that.
Ask Rocky. I lost my crap that night.
So Ryan is not exaggerating in the least bit about. I mean, he was texting me till midnight because he thought it was me for like 3 hours.
I did. I kept going, Rocky. You better tell me that was you, or I got a problem in the studio.
Man, I did start going to like swearing over my children's grave and shit. I swear over my children's grave. I didn't do it.
Whose voice was it? I don't remember.
It was my voice.
Well, okay, right. All right. Well, then how in the hell would?
No, I.
Oh,
didn't.
Wait, hold on.
We
Wait,
gotta listen to it though.
I'm pretty sure Rocky did it, but he won't tell me.
Chris is looking for it right here.
Okay.
Okay. Well, while we're waiting for that for Chris.
You guys carry on. I will find the opening.
Yeah. Rocky, you had mentioned in Tuesday night's show about seating.
Oh yeah.
Okay, and I don't want to get into the whole thing, but I had a question. You would say, and I kind of get it, who's to say that we're not from somewhere else in the universe and we've been planted right here on Earth? Whether it was, well, let me just ask you this. How did we get on those other places in the universe?
Same way we got here. Now, I'm not saying
we had to start somewhere, right?
Right. So now I'm not saying this is a definitive belief of mine, but it just seems like if you're going to start aligning historical evidence, right? Meaning like we look at hieroglyphs in ancient cultures and they have what appears to be types of alien craft. You have biblical references in regards to their terminology may be a little bit different, but in regards to alien life forms, you look at Renaissance paintings from the 1500s of the Virgin Mary, and they have pictures of UFOs in the back. So now some people come at me and give me shit because, I even,
Isn't there one on the Mona Lisa?
What?
I don't think the Mona Lisa. Now you got my curiosity tripping right now, man.
I could be wrong.
Vinci
But
Code
maybe it's well, see, if you've got Da Vinci involved anywhere,
That's
there's
right.
likely to be something.
But here's the weird thing, though, is so people have come at me. I mean, literally come at me because I even entertain that conversation. But you know what? There's more evidence the fact that alien life forms exist than Adam and Eve. Adam and Eve is just a story, but yet that is people's actual factual past, right? People believe the Adam and Eve story. They believe that just two people just showed up and started banging like son of a bitches and seeded the entire planet. So, it all comes down to what we choose to believe. But if we're going to start chasing information and facts, then we have to at least entertain the conversation of being seated here on this planet. That's all.
I completely understand the concept of what you're putting out there as far as seating goes. And I have looked and looked and looked and I can't find it. There is somewhere, excuse me, you talked about like stone carvings and stuff. There is a stone carving of what looks to be like an astronaut. He's on his back. It looks like he's in a rocket. He's got like the head, the helmet with the like the oxygen tubes. And I don't know if anybody
was that Elton John's news for that song. Oh, okay.
No, I don't think so.
I was just wondering.
but and then you had mentioned, the timeline. Göbekli Tepe.
Yes.
Right. Was it 12? How many thousands years ago?
12,000 BC.
Yes. Graham Norton? No.
Graham Allen.
No.
I mean Graham Hancock. Graham Hancock.
Hancock. Yes, he's talked a lot about that. I watched him talk links about that stuff, and it's very interesting.
We're going to have Graham on our program. I spoke at an event with Graham a few years back. He is a very legit guy. He gets attacked by mainstream science like you would not believe. But Graham is definitely going to be coming on the show. I'm trying to find the picture right now. I actually have the picture you're referencing. I'm going to try to find it for you, Whiskey.
Yeah, I've been looking for that, and I'm probably not searching it correctly. Another thing that has always blown my mind, which they talk about, is some of the structures that have been built, in ancient history, to where you can't even put a piece of paper between two pieces of rock,
Correct.
That were purposefully put together in a structure and weigh 600 tons. It's, where's that come from? Besides, the pyramids. Pyramids, I think, get the most publicity, but there's a lot more things around the earth that are completely unexplainable.
Well, what's really weird is, okay, so you guys have heard me talk about him. You guys have seen me do radio with him. John Ward, he has a dig site in Egypt called Gebel El Silsila. It's his dig site where they actually carved the stones for the pyramids, but that's like 120 miles south of where the actual pyramids are at.
Mm-hmm.
And they cannot still to this day figure out how they got the stones from Gebel El Silsila up to the pyramids, let alone those huge structures put onto the pyramids.
Correct.
So, I'm just saying, this is awesome stuff just to have conversations about it. It's maybe what we see floating around the skies today are the same beings that worked with ancient cultures to build these humongous, unbuildable structures at those times.
I think the one I was thinking of.
And now they currently observe us in Bigfoot suits, which are alien technology, and the alien technology built into these suits that they wear keeps them from being able to get a less than blurry photograph.
It lets them phase in and out. Rocky and I've been talking about this.
Yeah.
Interdimensional beings, right?
Yep.
That's what I've always thought was that.
What better way to observe a species that you don't want to know you're there than becoming a myth that most people don't believe is real?
You don't want to get caught? Is that what you're saying?
Right, exactly. I have the opening of the Ghost Show.
Okay, go.
Ready?
Society deems abnormal may be more real than we think. This is Abnormal Realities with your hosts, Ron Phillips and Rocci Stucci.
No pressure.
What the hell, dude?
Wow.
Ron Sexual Chocolate. And it's not like you were saying it for show effect.
No, not at all. And I swear to you, I didn't say that during the show. Rocky and I believe that he was trying to get into YouTube or something like that, and that particular piece of it caught before he muted or whatever the case may be. But we're still not even sure there. I mean, I asked Rocky, I was freaking out about someone hijacking my internet here, posting. I thought maybe Chris had gotten in and did something. Dude, I was like, Brad, that son of a bitch, I'm gonna get him to. And Rocky, I was like, Rocky, swear to me, please tell me you didn't do that. It was nuts.
It could have been DM because you did because it was Ron Sexual Chocolate, and that's the name of your coffee.
That's a good point. I mean, and we had been, don't get me wrong, not that show, but the show before, we had heard my commercial, right? The one that Angry Beaver does.
Yeah.
And I may have uttered the phrase Ron Sexual Chocolate just hearing it, right?
We've known you to do that before.
Damn it if that didn't come up. And it freaked me the hell out.
Sexual chocolate.
That's pretty funny. So what? Okay, so you have Graham Hancock coming on. You've already had Jeff Harmon. You've had Scotty Roberts. You got a list.
We got Scott Walther coming on. He's probably going to come on. He may even come on this week. We're working with the date right now. If not, the following week. He did a show 2 seasons on the Travel Channel called Unearthed America or Unearthing America.
Yes, I watched that.
Yeah. Now I played semi-pro football with Scott. A lot of people didn't know that, but Scott and I have been friends for a very long time. And he goes to these sites around the country that now it doesn't go down the paranormal realm. Right. But it goes into understanding the difference in the history we're taught in schools and the actual history, because there's signs all the way up in Wisconsin, Southern American cultures, ancient cultures living here far, far, far further back than what we could even anticipate. So that's what he does. And then he also went to Israel and did a huge special on the Knights Templar. And so we're going to have him on and we're going to break some shit down.
You're talking about being up north. I think that's one of the things I had watched from him. Was it Viking stuff or further back than that?
He did Viking stuff, but no, he's also talking about the ancient Mayan cultures, because now he's not allowed in certain parts of the country because he wants to expose some of these structures that he has found. But mainstream science, I mean, they would literally have to rewrite history. Every freaking history book in school would have to be rewritten in regards to some of the information that gets suppressed. We talk about the Vikings being here before Columbus. We talk about South American cultures being here before Columbus. All these different people, the Chinese have been here before Columbus. all these different cultures have been to the United States before Columbus, but we give the tag to Christopher Columbus, and now we have a society that demeans Christopher Columbus for being here first.
Yeah. You know, you're talking about rewriting history because it's being done, you know, as we speak. But if there is evidence that science brings forth and says, okay, well, we have this history over here that we're currently teaching, but look, we've found this. Can we at least investigate it more? And if we have to add it to history, you know, or at least, well, even if we have to change it, if we find out that there's something new, because as I've always said, you know, you hear the people say, well, the science is settled. No, the science isn't settled. Science is evolving every day.
Science is never settled.
Right.
Do you guys celebrate? Does the state of Texas celebrate or recognize Columbus Day? Or do they call it something different?
No, it's Columbus Day.
It is.
Yeah.
Here as far as schools go, it's just winter break. And up north, because I'm originally from Rhode Island, and they have it's Native American Awareness Day or something, or
Minnesota has Indigenous Day.
Indigenous Day. Yeah.
Indigenous Peoples Day. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the whole science thing, you know, and not to get political at all, but, you know, they talk about the climate and all this, and, oh, this is science. You're not listening. Well, if you're going to listen to science on one aspect, you need to listen to science on every aspect. And hear everybody's, something that everyone can bring to the table if you have evidence. Put it all together. It's a puzzle, right? We haven't solved it. That's the way I see it. Well, this half hour has gone by really quick, guys. Thoroughly enjoying Ron and Rocci from Abnormal Realities. Make sure you check them out every weekday, Monday through Friday. 8 Eastern, 7 Central, Mojo 50. We're going to be right back with these two. Don't go anywhere.
All right, I got. I don't know if this is going to be the picture you're talking about, Whiskey. I'm going to do a quick screen share here. I don't think it's exactly what you're thinking it is, or that I think it is, because I know exactly which one you're talking about. But here's 3 examples.
That's some of them, yes.
Ancient carvings that I'm just saying they resemble somebody wearing a suit. But the one that you're referring to, without a doubt, looks like a human being.
Yeah, they're on their back, kind of sitting in a capsule-like thing, right? Looking up, like taking off or something, or getting ready to take off or something. Yeah, but yeah, you see those images as well throughout everywhere around the world, right?
Yeah. Then you have this one. I think these here. Where's it saying? Spanish. This is on a Spanish cathedral.
How old are those though? I mean, that's like updated looking, right?
So I'm going to view the page and let's see if it shows the time.
I had seen those and I thought those were not as old as some. Well, it says 16th century.
Right here. Yep, 1513 and continue. The construction of the cathedral began in 1513 and continued until 1733. So it was built so these are built in 1733, the latest.
Well, there weren't astronauts then. That's for damn sure.
Right.
That's crazy.
It is. There's unanswered questions throughout the world.
Yeah, look at the boots.
Yeah. That is okay. Oh my gosh. And I'm gonna wait till we come back in, but
they say that these people that are very influential people within the UFO community, they say the Vatican holds the actual key to the existence of alien life.
Yep.
Big Pharma Steve has a question for Rocci and Ron when we come back.
2, 1.
all right, guys. Hanging out this evening, Off Track Syndicate, right here with the gentleman from Abnormal Realities, one Ron Phillips and Rocci Stucci. Just during the break there, we've kind of looking at some photos. Rocci had posted up here some astronaut looking. Well, no, they were straight up astronauts. the last pictures were. I mean, there's no doubt about it.
Yeah.
Those were astronauts. And if you want, you could share those again there, Rocky. I had, I don't know, it's been a number of years ago, thought, okay, we have unexplained mysteries about how things may have been built in the past. We have carvings and all types of things from ancient history that cannot be answered. Okay, so what if, down the road, like in the distant future, someone actually figures out how to travel through time and they just happen to land way back in ancient times? It's like us actually visiting us. Why not? If anything's possible, why not? I don't even know if I believe in time travel, but
I only believe in time travel as a one-way ticket, and when you're traveling,
that you can only go backwards.
No, that you can only, in the fact that if you go somewhere at the speed of light and then you come back at the speed of light, your aging process is different than the people that you left, because Well,
if you come back, sure. But I mean, who's to say that someone didn't go back and they never left? I don't know. There's a lot of questions out there.
I guess it's possible.
Rocky,
I don't know. That documentary Back to the Future was pretty compelling for me.
Well, Christopher Reeve did it in the movie Somewhere in Time.
Yeah, he did. He saw a penny.
Right.
Back.
I love that movie.
That movie made me cry. Yeah, it was a good movie.
You know what? I just had my girlfriend watch it here. She's like, I told her, she says, I want a movie to watch tonight. I said, check this movie out. She said, what's it about? I said, I'm not going to tell you. You have to promise me you're going to watch it till the very end.
Now that we're talking movies real quick, I am a huge sci-fi with time travel fan, right?
Yes.
The Tomorrow War, which is the one that just recently came out on Amazon Prime.
Huge space nut.
What is going on?
My husband just watched
space
that.
nut.
Oh, thanks, Chris.
Oh, I was like, see, this is what we get. We don't know.
I'm like, okay, don't do that. What the hell was that?
You're also looking around like,
I know. I'm going.
I was like looking at all my stuff. Did I turn on something that I was echoing?
Tomorrow War, right?
The Tomorrow War.
Phillips, this is what I was just thinking though about time travel. Now we've talked about string theory, and we're going to have people on talking about this stuff: the string theory, the parallel universes, the multiple dimensions. We actually kind of got deep into that at your house because now that we're talking about paranormal, we're getting paranormal stories from people that you live with. But when you time travel, how do you come back to the exact same time that you want to come back to? Or how do you go to a very specific time that you want to go to? How do you control that?
They call it a flux capacitor.
The flux capacitor, and then
121 gigawatts or 1.12, whatever it is. Yeah.
1.21 gigawatts.
Yes.
And you can buy the flux. You go to O'Reilly's website and put in the flux capacitor. O'Reilly, it's there. They've got it.
Now all you need is a DeLorean.
That's right. Now you know.
Oh, I don't need
how easy are those to find?
A piece of junk.
I don't know. I'm thoroughly intrigued by time travel, and obviously there are people out there who say we've already invented it, we just don't know it yet. Right. And people who say we'll never get there. And then there are people, like I said to Rusty a while ago, who only believe you can go backwards in time. You can't come forwards.
Right. I don't know if I'd want to go forward.
I can't wrap my head around the space-time continuum.
Well, we obviously haven't because the physicist, the famous physicist guy, I forget his name.
Oh, Stephen Hawking. Yeah.
Yes.
He held the party.
Held a party and didn't tell anybody about it for time travelers. Now, only time travelers would have known about it.
Wait, he held a party. Who was at the party if he didn't tell anybody about it?
No, he did announce it after the party so that time travelers in the future would know about the party and can travel back to it.
Yeah,
but nobody showed up.
Well, of course, nobody showed
up. Well, no. I mean, if they were time travelers.
Well, but no one showed up. Maybe they thought Stephen Hawking is a jackass. I don't know.
That's true. 200 years from now, somebody's like, hey, there's a party coming up in 2019. Let's go to that.
Yeah.
I tell you what, if I ever get
charcuterie boards,
if I ever get access to a time machine, I'm going to Stephen Hawking's party, and then you'll all know.
It's already passed, dude.
I don't think I'd want to go forward though. I'd want to go backward.
In this universe, Chris, it's already passed.
Did you guys like to watch Quantum Leap?
Oh, I have another one too. Go ahead.
I did. Did we just date ourselves, Melissa? Because I watched it.
Yeah, I've seen
Scott
it.
Bakula.
I think you like Scott Bakula. You're blushing.
Sam.
Yeah.
There's a
with a premature flip phone.
It's not new, but it's new to me. I was told about it here a week or so ago. It's called Outlander.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I guess, and I haven't even started watching it. I've got 10 minutes into it, and a child walked into the room, and it was a little racy. And I'm like, no, shut that off.
Not as good as Bridgerton, I bet.
I haven't watched.
Okay.
I don't watch much TV. So.
I just want to say about Tomorrow War. Is it not possible to make a movie these days without any overarching theme? You know, the whole overarching theme in Tomorrow War. Global warming.
Oh yeah,
global warming. That's
yeah.
And it was evident in the first 5 minutes. If you pay attention, you can see he's standing in the classroom, and the TV behind him is talking about global warming and polar bears dying and doing all. And I was like, oh,
just ignore that part.
They had to set up the hook of the movie.
Rocky looks constipated.
I thought that in Wall-E.
When
I watched Wall-E, I was really pissed off. I'm like, this is a really good movie, but they're making such a green new. Well, it was way before the Green New Deal, but it was like the Earth is overridden with trash, so we have to go to another planet, and everybody's fat. It's like,
hey, you know what? I'm going to say this. I truly believe that in movies that they do psychological mind drops to try to program you without you knowing. I mean, just like the whole global warming crap.
Yes.
Hey, climate changes. It has historically. We used to have this thing called a freaking ice age. Okay. What did they do back then? Right. And then it heated up, shit melted. And you know what? We're going to have another ice age again sometime. It may be a million years, but it's going to happen. You know what I mean? But just try to sell a ticket to completely collapse an economy off the global warming ticket to where you want to restructure the entire way you live your life. That just rubs my butthole wrong.
Yeah.
Makes your asshole want to chew tobacco.
You know, it
but
was
what
dinosaur.
rubs it right? What
was
rubs
dinosaur
it right?
farts.
I do.
Dinosaur farts is what melted the last ice age. So.
Dinosaur farts.
I'm not sure which one of you. It may have been Ron during one of the shows last week, talking about how you know the Earth, or we on Earth, are small. In the concept of the universe, at least, we're nothing. And this is my words. I've always, and these guys have heard me say this. We're like microorganisms, you know. In the concept of the universe, we're nothing. And they want to talk about how we're going to ruin the planet. Really? If we're going to go by what they tell us, a 6 mile long asteroid hit the Earth 65 million years ago. It recovered. I don't think we're going to hurt it. You know, we're not. No.
Well,
I started to say the Earth was here billions of years supposedly before us.
Yes.
And we're not going to screw it up. We're just not going to screw it up. We're not capable of screwing it up in that fashion. I mean, if you think about it, I think, Whiskey, this is what you were talking about. If you think about it, our sun and the planets resembles an atom, right?
Yes.
With the nucleus.
Yep.
If you think about it, we could be an atom in somebody's shoe. For all we know,
right?
I mean, the massive size of the universe, which is still unknown and it's still growing.
And this is just one galaxy.
Just one,
yeah,
right?
This is the one galaxy, and we don't know the infinity. It's going to make my head spin. But a little bit of devil's advocate, Sean Whiskey. I believe that yes. You know, I've talked about this a bunch of times, how we do not have the capability. We don't have the capability to change, you know, how the Earth is, because it is just way too powerful. But I do believe that, just like when you said with the asteroid, the Earth is going to regenerate itself because it has that power.
We should still take care of the Earth.
And no, I don't want to sound like a left-wing nut or whatever,
I
but
agree.
we have changed the climate, but not to the degree that they talk about. We look at all the dams and you know, certain parts of the Amazon and stuff. We have been able to change the climate, but it's temporary.
So we're just fixing what we created. That's all we're doing. We're just fixing what we already did.
Like the water shortages because of the dams and how we've tried to redirect water in places that weren't supposed to have it. People building homes in the desert, so they had to build dams so they could have water. So just like you just said, Rocky, we're trying to fix something, but in the grand scheme of things, I don't think it's going to last forever. But I mean, I don't know, but that's just my assumption.
I mean, in the end of the documentary Men in Black, we found out that the Earth's galaxy is this tiny little itty bitty thing inside of a marble, and little aliens with suction cup fingers were playing marbles with us.
With different universes.
Yeah, but like she was saying, we do affect, I guess, smaller areas of the planet, like all the dams. The Mississippi Delta is disappearing because of the dams, because that ground is not being replenished from all the flooding and stuff and washing it all out, into the Delta. So the Gulf is taking back that Delta. It's disappearing. So, I mean, we do affect some things, but I don't know. I don't know what the answer is. The answer is we need to be responsible.
Big Pharma Steve.
For some stuff, but we don't need to be as crazy as they're saying.
Go ahead,
Big Pharma Steve had a question related to the ghost stuff we were talking about a little while ago. Would you ask Ron Phillips and Real Rocky Stucci what they think about the theory that if we leave this stuff alone, it will leave us alone? But if you open that box, then it opens the door that is not easily closed.
All right. So it's impossible to say that if we leave it alone, it'll leave us alone, because most people that call me up are being harassed by something they wanted nothing to do with.
Okay.
I mean, it's a valid question, 100%, but it's impossible because the Fernhill house, I investigated that for a year. Those people did not ask for their house to be haunted. They did not do Ouija boards. They did not do spirit boxes. They did not entertain paranormal at all, but their house was extremely haunted. So I don't think we can just pretend it's not there and it goes away. I don't think.
Well, but Rocky, you said something to me the other night. I think you and I and my mother-in-law were talking, and you said something to the effect of, you have to want to see it in order for it to affect you.
So the more you believe, the more real it becomes.
Correct.
Right. And maybe that's where the question was going, is if we leave it alone, will it go away? And that's for a great conversation. But if you're an extreme skeptic and you have a completely closed mind and you go to a haunted place, you will not be aware enough of things that are happening around you. But once you have an event, I'm just going to say an event, and it freaks you out, you become more aware. And the more aware you become, the more you notice that certain things have a major play in your life that are happening around you all the time. We're just not paying attention.
Right.
That actually, that opens this question for myself. I believe I'm a skeptic of paranormal, but whatever you want to call it, have had just a couple experiences that I can't explain. I don't know whether I'd call them paranormal or not. But you talk about getting the chills and stuff. You know what? Just even the other day when Jamie had called in and was talking about her family, the farm and the house and all this, and I don't remember what part of the story it was. There was just one part where she had started talking. You and I got the chills at the same time
because it was real. We connected with it.
Yeah, and I'm like, I didn't experience that, but it just just a little bit of, ooh, that's kind of odd. But, I've had some things happen in a house that I lived in, I don't know, 15 or so years ago that I've never been able to explain. There was no one there, but there were human sounds, and it was pretty creepy. So
can I tell you, Sean, the defining moment with me was the first time I've seen real poltergeist. Like you said, there's a lot of things that happen in the paranormal field that you can say, damn, that was super cool, and you got chills. But then there's always that skeptical part of your mind saying, well, it could have been this, and it could have been that.
Explain it away. Confirmation bias.
Absolutely. But when you see something that cannot be explained, and you see a kitchen cupboard door slam in front of your face, and there's no way scientifically possible to explain that, then it changes that skepticism. Then all of a sudden it's real, and it's a real part of life. And then, like we were just talking about with Ron, you start noticing shit all the time, all the time. And then sometimes it don't stop.
It works off the same method as when you buy a new car or a new motorcycle, for those of us who have
you see it everywhere.
You see it everywhere.
Yes, you do.
So when you focus, even your subconscious is focusing, and you'll pick it up, you'll pick it out of a crowd. But the fact of the matter is that thing that happened to us the other night, I heard it when it happened, but it wasn't until after the show, when I went back to listen to the first part of the show to make sure it recorded okay, I heard that and I went, what in the hell was that? I must have played it 10 times trying to figure out if it was my voice. So, I mean, all of those things, now that we're in this and we're talking about it every day, these things are going to start happening. I get it.
The heightened awareness.
Awareness.
I grew up, I don't know if anybody's familiar. I grew up in New England, old Italian streets were red, white, and green. They weren't yellow lines. They were red, white, and green everywhere. Don't get me fungal. Gumbada. And then I lived in Italy for 3 years. Anyway, when I growing up, it was right after my mom and dad the house I got divorced in. It was how the structures are in a lot of New England towns, and I don't know if it's elsewhere, but all of the old buildings from the early 1900s, late 1800s get repurposed into like tenement housing.
Yeah.
And we ended up living it was a governor's mansion, and we lived on the first floor and my dad rented out the other ones. And it was really cool. Like every floor had its own white marble fireplace, but we weren't nowhere near rich or well off or whatever, because they were like, just rentals. But when I found out, I ended up finding, because I always felt weird there as a kid, especially after my parents got divorced and we would have to go there every other weekend and every Wednesday. Certain temperatures that I could not explain, like the coldness. And I know it's cold in New England anyway, compared to where I live now in Mississippi. But the governor was murdered on the second floor and the one platform that goes in front. And every tenant that had lived on the second floor never used this space, but not because they knew that's where the governor died. It was just like very, very uncomfortable in the temperature. And I used to get, so like when Rocky has said, when you're a skeptic and then you find something to attach, like rationalizing it away to not what you're so I attached it to like certain headaches. Every time I'd walk into this room, like underneath where the governor was murdered, I'd always see, so what I call it now is I must have had migraines with aura. I would always see, like, I always thought something was dripping on me, always. And I would tell my dad when I was little. And I have written, once I went to, after the Navy, when I started going to college, I would always, for writing classes, I would always write about this house. But I would change my situation either before the divorce, after the divorce, but I never, and I'm a big skeptic. Like I am in this field, I'm a total Debbie Downer. I am the, I am the buzz.
So this was all back when you lived in New Hampshire?
No, not New Hampshire, Rhode Island. This is Rhode Island. Now, New Hampshire, we have different haunts in New Hampshire. But yeah, this was all in Rhode Island, where the governor was murdered. And I had these feelings before I even knew there was a murder there.
I have a magic coffee table, and it's weird. It's like I'll put a whole bunch of crap on the coffee table, and I'll come back the next day, and it is completely cleaned off. I don't know.
Damn it, Rusty!
You're gonna get smacked in the back of the head.
My nightstand in the bedroom is just like that.
I'm telling you, there's something.
And then whatever happens to it, I don't know, because I can never find it again.
You need a decaffeinated coffee table.
Oh,
there you go.
There's the ghost of Miss Juji.
Yeah, the coffee table. They're smacking him in the back of the head.
Right. Oh. Anyway, yeah.
If you guys ever do anything in New Orleans, let me know because I'm only a hop, skip, and a jump.
Hey, Phillips, did we not talk about like New Orleans, Gettysburg?
We did.
We're
Yeah.
Oh
yeah, Gettysburg, New Orleans. We're gonna try to go to all those places.
Yes.
The thing I like about New Orleans though are all of the cemeteries are, above ground.
Above ground,
they
right?
have to be.
They have to be.
But
that was one of the neatest parts of the tour when I took a horse-drawn tour back there early December last year. Seeing all of those cemeteries was spooky.
St. Louis.
Spooky.
Yeah, it's a big difference between those of here in Texas, which even the headstones are flat, of course, so they can mow the whole thing, right? But down there, man, it's what you see in horror movies, right? I mean,
yeah,
I guess
it's creepy. I mean, just the visuals are creepy.
Hey, I have a question for Rocky. We got a question from a listener a while ago, Scott Morris. Right. He says, question for the guests. He said, I had a tragic accident once. Why did everything go in slow motion?
So what happens during a traumatic incident like that, your sensory receptors almost like they quadruple.
They just fire, boom.
Yeah,
but it all is like a timed.
Unusual. So time doesn't slow down. And the only reason I kind of know this is because I may have looked something up like that because I have dreams like that to where I can't. It's like I'm trying to move, but everything's in slow motion. It's your receptors in your brain. They actually activate so aggressively. More than usual, and it makes it actually feel like time is really slow. I had an answer for that.
Thank you. Yeah. I've had that happen to me too. Yeah.
Yeah. So time doesn't really slow down, but your brain makes it feel that way.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Well, your receptors fire, and you have so many thoughts during that split half a second, right?
Right.
Like when you have a car accident. I don't know what Scott's or what his tragedy was, but I had a car accident once, and I remember that I had so many thoughts from the time I recognized there was going to be an accident until the time I hit.
Right.
That was literally half a second. But I had so many thoughts, my body wouldn't react to them.
I think the human mind, the brain, is far more capable. Yes.
You got to think.
I was going to say, when Lisa showed me her new bikini, the same shit happened. Man.
What I'm talking about, my man.
Well, you got to think your brain is electrical. Your brain is electrical, so aren't the things that's happening in your brain happening at light speed? Like
that's a good point, Russ.
It's faster than light speed.
Did you know that your body actually possesses enough electricity to light up a small town?
No,
really?
Is that what happened when you moved to Texas?
Is that why they say some people are kind of dim?
Really dim.
Yes.
Yeah, really damn dim.
You turn that potentiometer up just a crank there, buddy.
We're not saying any names.
No, I don't.
Hey, you know what's really cool though? I know we're running low on time, and I just want to say this really quick because everybody knows Ron Phillips, myself with this show. Ron, first and foremost, is my brother at arms. He's my friend. We hang out. We have deep conversations. I love his family. He loves mine. He is the reason I'm down here, and I'm literally 2 miles away from his house.
Yep.
So I know where you live.
But he couldn't come over tonight. Just saying. I don't know.
I wondered. I'm like,
I gotta get up.
got a studio.
I got to get up so early, man.
Just 2 minutes? Look, I know you do things that are quicker than 2 minutes. I don't want to talk about you driving over to Ron. What?
Hey, Whiskey, that happened when he saw his wife in his beginner bikini.
You're right. He said time slowed down, so he was in denial.
I still want to be champion. No.
Did you eat your Wheaties? What?
This is the coolest thing, though, is that people, we're going to talk about all different kinds of things. But through the paranormal thing, right? Because Ronnie's a little emotional about this. He really is. And everybody is going to be able to come along for the ride, for the exploration, for the journey, for the experiences, for the emotions. It's not just us doing a show. It's you guys bringing it to us and we all coming together as one.
Well, and that's the thing that Rocky and I thought would be good about this show is there are fewer people in the world like Rocky who have the knowledge, who don't have, a certain level of fear, things like that. But there are more people like me who want to see me the ass, the wuss, and go, yep, that's me right there. There's going to be this dichotomy that's going to work, I think.
Well,
I think somebody needs to bring some diapers.
Wow. Wow.
So he's Fred and you're Shaggy?
Yep.
So here's the question. If you had a paranormal investigation and you had your specific crew that is doing the investigation, does it interfere if you have like a group of people watching?
I used to do ghost events. We call them ghost events all the time, mainly like at the Palmer House Hotel in Sauk Center, Minnesota, at the Renaissance grounds. No, actually, that it kind of amplifies it because you have multiple different belief systems coming in.
Yeah.
We've had skeptics, we've had witches, we've had pagans, we've had Christians, all different types of people coming to these investigations. And they're as well bringing that energy to the investigation. They want to experience it. That's why they're there. So, yeah, it don't affect it at all. So I think
can the ghost tell if I'm watching the live stream?
We're all probably being watched. Like something's right behind Ron right now. I didn't want to say anything to him though earlier. Something's like,
hey, don't even joke with me, dude. I've already heard stuff in this room tonight that I can't figure out what
that thing right behind him is what pushed that button about Ron's sexual chocolate.
No, it's right underneath his right foot right now.
Right underneath his.
Well,
don't look.
Wait, what?
Don't look.
I would say on that note, then maybe if you guys end up doing some of these things, I know a whole group of people that might like to go, and if you guys are okay with that, and maybe
we like to travel.
Yeah, we
Jackal's travel.
Speaking of traveling in numbers, we're going to Nashville. We want everybody to go. If you guys can make it, that would be awesome. Just saying. August 19th, 20th, 21st. That is a Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, of course. But we got a lot of people going.
Redneck Riviera. We are celebrating at Redneck Riviera.
How far is Kentucky from Nashville?
What part of Kentucky?
So Bob Mackey's nightclub is in Kentucky, and it has it's a very dark haunting, but man, it never fail. I mean, people get scratched. We should go there.
That
Maybe we
sounds
can
like
make this
fun.
happen.
Yeah.
August.
Right.
Yeah, I'm down for all that. I used to go on like ancient Indian burial ground self-guided tours in my car. I would skip school just to do that, or go over to Plymouth Rock, or all about it.
Plymouth rocks, especially when she's in the back seat. Guys, hey, Rocky, Ron from Abnormal Realities, thanks for joining us.
8 p.m. weekdays.
There it is, 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, Mojo 50. And why did the music just stop? What, Chris?
Oh, wow.
I got nothing. It just played out to the end of what you gave me. Great. So I don't know when we're going to end.
We got about 5 more seconds. Bye, everybody.
Bye. See you later. We're dumping that show track.
Yeah, jump that show track.
Come on, Rusty, sing, Rusty.
I think that was it.
That was it.
Oh.
Yep. We're out.
Listen to Ron. He said.